If you 5 minutes into this video wonder why I'm talking about EVE Online, don't worry, you are in the right video, but I've been bothered by the thoughts why NetEase put Rorqual in highsec. And now I know, this is a beginning to something that could change eveechoes big time. Now if you wanna support my channel, then hit that like button with your middle finger and slap that butt on so you know when I put out new videos and when I start my streams. Free ships are always handed out to players on those. Sponsored by the BlackRock Corporation. So why did NetEase bring Rorqual to highsec? They just want to destroy the game and because... stop it, you bast think skipper. In EVE Online, the Rorqual is in nullsec, where it's been since it was introduced by Outer Ring Excavation. The idea was, of course, the bigger the better, and we know all about that, boys. And if it's big, and it is the best, it should be in nullsec, like all other capitals or Long John Titans. Highsec is for those who can't play the game, the real game is in nullsec. Well, even if this was never said by anyone, it for sure was among some people's minds.
I get free yogurt when I come to store.
You could see it like that. Bigger and better mining, the most expensive ore, is of course the best. Last year EVE Online made a major change. They expanded on the similar change they did a few years back. They switched the ore types around, because back in the day you could mine any ore, anywhere in highsec, and any lowsec ore, anywhere in lowsec, and of course the richer ores like ABC ores in nullsec. It was then changed so that in lowsec only a few of the mid ore was available, depending in what region you were. So you kinda had to move around a bit if you needed, for example, isogen or megasite, but still all those ores were available in nullsec. Same with all the highsec ores, that also was in nullsec. Now this recent change that they did really made players have to plan ahead, because now Veldspar and Scordite, the normal highsec ores, are only available in highsec. There's no highsec ore in nullsec, so nullsec only have the most rare ores, the ABC ores. ABC ores are Arknor, Bistot and Crocite. This means that the game relies on highsec mining and transportation, because now corporations in nullsec need to get transported titanium and pyrite from those who mine in highsec. One of the greatest changes in EVE Online, if you ask me. Now of course there are some special anomalies that can spawn in New Eden, both in highsec, lowsec and nullsec with a mix of ores, but it's not that reliable as before, and a special spawn might today make players want to take advantage of it, and this is one way that makes the game even more dynamic. EVE Online days are different the very next day. Now what does this have to do with eveechoes? Clearly, having a Rorqual in highsec cannot be good for the game, and I would think so too, if NetEase didn't make the change back in the day with our belts. But they did. They made our belts carry more ore. They made all the belts last longer as we got better mining ships. And before you interrupt me and say, well that's even worse for the game, please don't interrupt me. I do think we will see a few changes now, and borrowing ideas from EVE Online to eveechoes is nothing new. Even EVE Online borrowed one idea, just now from eveechoes. Personalized skins.
Skinner is a robust tool that puts the control in your hands, empowers you to tailor your experience to your individual desires, and gives you more diverse ways to express yourself. With design elements being a key part of the design process, a new ecosystem and opportunities for rare and valuable skins are created.
Yeah, EVE Online now have a way to make beautiful ships, just like eveechoes. So it kinda goes both ways. Now is Rorqual a preparation for a similar change? Bigger belts might be a thing in highsec soon, and I can also see the same change that EVE Online got in eveechoes, making Veldspar and Scordite only spawn in highsec, making the mid-level ores like Kernite, Isogen and Hemophyte only spawn in lowsec, and of course the ABC ores will stay in nullsec without the rock bodies from highsec and lowsec, making highsec the prime area to mine those large ores and compress it to then move with our freighters to nullsec. Totally changing the gameplay for industry. This is what I see can happen in the future. The change of Rorquals, giving them to highsec, is a clever thing to do at the same time as they introduce the moonshine facts in highsec. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it, as a preparation for this change on ore locations. And if so, then we also have the answer to why we have a fax in highsec, to protect the Rorquals in lowsec, or maybe highsec if we get wars. as they're mining those low-sec ores that we definitely will need. Or maybe NetEase just made this to destroy the game and make everyone have a bad time. Now what do I know? I get more information talking to my alter ego pirate Sheev than talking to NetEase. But this is a future I can see happen in Echoes. Cause today, the Rorqual takes longer to move to the belts than actually mine them. And you heard it here first. And I see you again.